Hey there everybody, Oddones here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we got another figure review for you guys, and it might seem familiar because you've seen this before, and yet you haven't seen this before. This is another Takeda Shingen from MoshoToys, but this is not their noble class. This is their Illustrious class, or as I like to call it, they're way more affordable for people who might want the bigger figure but don't want to pay the bigger price. This guy runs about $60 to $80, and it's just as great as his bigger counterpart. Slight details are missing or were omitted, and it's also in a much more collectible, friendlier scale. This guy is roughly 8 inches tall, give or take, and his counterpart, the normal one, is about almost 12 inches. So it's a lot more easier to work with. It's pretty damn nice. But I'm gonna get this box out of the way, and we're gonna take a closer look at everything else, because obviously you guys know I opened it already. But yeah, let's get this guy off the turntable and get into the actual figure itself. And he comes with a fair amount of goodies. It's pretty nice. I mean, you get a good gist of it on the front in the back of his box of what he's gonna look like. But let's show him off. Let's get this out of here real quick, and let's bring out everything else with him. So he's going to come in this giant blister, which, if we're lucky, this rotation will not have an issue. Bam, let's go. So, giant blister. As you can see all the stuff, you can see the goodies on the inside there before we open this up. But he's going to come packaged like this, and he's very secure. Really nice, love it. Packages with this I can't talk. Packages that contain these quality of figures should come safely packaged like this with all the things intact. You know, you don't want anything to happen to it. You're going to spend all your hard-earned money for something like this, and then it breaks during shipment. You don't want that. So it being secured in a blister like this, very nice. Just wanted to show you guys him spinning on a turntable and everything that he comes with real quick before we actually open him. And now that I've got that out of the way, let's stop this and get him off and open him up, because this guy is actually really freaking cool. I'm very happy with this. I was happy with the noble class version, and then they announced this one. It's like, holy crap, that's what we need. We need that. So, out of the package, now that I have him, bring him in front for you guys. He's gonna be, packaged like this, safely in plastic. Your do not eat, because for some reason someone out there is going to try to eat this. Please don't. It's not food. It's not good for you. Seeing how we're here, we might as well fix the camera angle to bring this in closer. Yeah, there we go. We're about back to normal now. Man, doing that turntable shot with the box is kind of obnoxious, only because I have my camera set up. I do not have the proper space for that. Let's get all his things off him. So he's going to have these little styrofoam-ish cushion pieces. Not really styrofoam, I just don't know what to call it, but it's protecting all the joints, which is nice. There's no paint or chip rub throughout the figure during shipment. Just gonna move this out the way, and you can take all these out. They'll come out nice and easy. It's pretty good. It's just to protect the figure, make sure nothing happens to it, because again, high quality figure, you don't want anything bad to happen to it during shipment. Afterwards, when you take it out, you're doing it at your own risk. He's gonna have these on his head to protect these spiky things of death, just like his bigger counterpart. They hurt. I've already stabbed myself with them. It's not fun. This is from under his neck, and then you have the ones around the side skirts. So we're just gonna lift the arms out, get a little bit of articulation going already to pull out his underskirt. We got the back piece, and then we have a surrounding piece, and we have a crotch piece. Get that out of there, and there we go. You guys can see the slot where his base will go to connect to him, and you can already see the magnets in his feet, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's get that stuff out of here, and let's drop him down on here so you guys can have a somewhat closer look at Takeda Shingen from MoshoToys Illustrious class. Let's get his feet angled properly so he stands better. He's a hefty figure too. Like the die-cast metal in this guy, he feels nice. I don't feel like I'm gonna break anything. It's really, really good. I like it. I like it a lot. But and you know, he fits really well up here with all other mechs. Got the, you know, the different Zords up here. He could be a Zord, right? He fits in with the samurai aesthetic. But look at this guy. You guys can see the detailing on him for something like this. It's pretty nice. It may not seem as much, especially if you have the noble class. But if you don't have the noble class, you like how the noble class looks, don't want to pay noble class price, or try to find it for that matter, go for the illustrious class. This guy will not let you down. He looks just as good. You can see the detailing throughout his body. And now I'm gonna pull him up closer so we can check him out. I'm just doing this on the turntable just to get use out of the turntable. You know, why buy something off Temu and not use it? But yeah, this guy looks great. I really love the aesthetic of this. I can't talk. I really love the aesthetic of this guy. I've loved it since I had the first one. I just wish the first one was small, and it's like someone somewhere heard me and they decided to make a smaller version. And it's like, yes, this one will fit on the shelf way more in line with everything else that I have than the big one. Obviously, I love the big one, but I love being able to just pick up and freely grab them and not worry about this is a gigantic piece of a figure to mess around with. I say that as I'm collecting the stuff to begin making a Devastator. But anyway, let's get him off the turntable, get the turntable out of here, and look even closer at him. All right? I think that'd be a good thing to do, right? Let's get this out of the way. Move that over there somewhere. And let's bring him up nice in front of the spotlight. This guy, and shaky camera. This guy is nice. So, you can see his face up close and personal. Great details throughout it. Sculpt, it looks really, really nice. Pretty clean. No button here like his bigger counterpart. That is not a button, but he does have an eye light up feature just like his bigger counterpart. We'll show that off later. Still believe the chest should have had a gimmick towards this open, but hey, it doesn't, it's fine. What the hell is that? Okay, it's gone. That was weird. Okay, it's not gone. I don't know what the hell that is. Maybe that's from the packaging, but look, we'll get that out later. We'll worry about that later. You can see little warning labels on them, like as if he was a Gundam. What the hell is all of that? Is that all the residue from him being packaged? That's insane. Do I need to get a fucking can of air and spray him down to get all this stuff out of everywhere? But yeah, he looks really good. Like, look at that, look at that. You can see the details there in it. If it focuses, it says keep clean. I have no idea why brightness just went down. But yeah, that says keep clean. That like these logos are nice that you can read them and pick them up. You even have the one up there under the chin of the lion. Let's see what that says there. Can we actually get that? Attention. Yep, we can get it. Attention to hatch unlock. That's, you know, pretty nice. Shaky camera's back again. Let's slow it down a bit and get him standing there. So this guy feels fantastic, looks fantastic, is fantastic. Get yourself one. Long story short of this video, if you don't feel like seeing everything, that's the TLDR. Get this guy, pretty cool, worth it. You can see the die-cast metal on the arms and everything. Before I put the shoulder pads on, I'm going to go over the arm articulation, and I'll show arm articulation again once the shoulder pads are on. But let's get that out of the way. He can look up this far, he can look down this far. So yeah, you're gonna get some good poses out of him. Get your side to side tilt. Head can go all the way around. He does not have the internal neck movement part like his bigger counterpart, so it's just all in the head at the top of the neck, nothing at the base of it. We do have full rotation at the arm and shoulder there. We do have bicep swivel. This shoulder piece, we'll get out the way so you can see there's the bicep swivel. You See your metal in there, metal frame. We have double jointed elbows, gonna get that full bend there, looks nice. And yes, this is metal here again. We do have a wrist swivel and hinge. The hinge itself is basically based on the ball joint. It works out pretty nice. All the hands are swappable. I'm gonna show you those too when we get to the accessories. We do have a butterfly joint, so he'll get those poses. Open that far, I'm just turning them all upside down. I could have just showed you guys like this. But yeah, we have butterfly joint and it looks good. Nothing seems out of place or breaking up the sculpt or anything. We have our side skirts. These go up to the front. These go out to the side, and then the butt flaps get all the way out of the way. This is great. So, you know, you get your kicks and things that you need to get. They're gonna get out of the way. There are some differences between this and the bigger one. You know, side skirts. I'll show you guys those differences. Let me keep the side skirt up so we at least show off the legs. So we do have our legs able to kick forward this far. They can kick back this far. Let me move the side skirt up. So he's gonna get a full amount of range. Thigh swivel. Everything feels very nice too. Double jointed knees. He can kick his own back if the side skirt wasn't in the way. Get that detailing in there for him. It looks really nice. This is a really good figure. We have a little ankle pivot design in the armor down here, help it get out the way. So, you know, it's not messing up. Well, not messing up your poses, but it's not getting in the way. You don't have to worry about breaking it. If you need to get his foot a certain way, you can. Generous ankle pivot, as you can see, from side to side. Can point downward that far, and can point up. Again, does have magnets in his feet. That's more so for his base than anything else. As far as I can tell, I think he has a, yeah, he does. He does have a toe hinge as well, so there you go. All that articulation there for you guys. Oh, yeah, I almost forgot about that. Forgot to do, he has a waist swivel. Can't believe I almost forgot about the waist swivel. So, you know, side to side. There is no, you know, actual movement side to side. Just, swiveling side to side. There's no crunch this way, crunch that way. Speaking of crunch, look at that ab crunch. And you can see the detailing in the back at his spine, which is freaking cool. Really nice. And we have these hatches here, but these hatches here on the side are more so for attaching his other accessories. I cannot get this off. I don't have the nails to get this off right now. I'm gonna keep trying until I get one of them off so I can show you guys. Or I lied and I'm not gonna keep trying because I can't get this. Maybe if I read the instruction. Did it just fall off on its own? What the hell just fell off? Something fell off, didn't it? You guys saw that, right? Something fell off. I have no idea what it was that fell off though. Oh man, give me 1 second. I need to go find out what the hell that was. Okay, sorry about that. I had found the piece like the moment I said let me be right back and look down. It was right there in front of me. So yeah, and the piece happened to go to towards his back, right here. Also, while putting this back on, I realized these don't actually open. They just look like they open. So I was picking at these for no damn reason. Anyway, with that being all said and done, let's move him back and let's start looking at some of his accessories. First and foremost, his shoulder pads. I count them as an accessory only because they don't come on him in the box right away, even though they're, you know, a part of his main attire. But they have a die-cast metal peg inside of them, and they just plug into the top of his left and right shoulders. So what you're gonna do is push this down in here. It fits very securely. You don't have to listen for a click or anything. It'll stop when it's at its point. You know, you don't want to break anything. And then you just push this one down. There you go. And boom. Now his entire armored look is complete for the sake of armor, you know. And it looks really nice. The detail on that is great. And again, his articulation does not get hindered from this. His arms still go all the way up. You can still move this out of the way. You still get your full rotation as you would need. It's phenomenal. I love it. And he looks badass. With that being said, we gotta get to the other stuff that makes it even more badass, which would be his swords, which are both very nice. You get a short and long of each one. Detail on the sheath is actually really fucking sick. You can see there his I don't want to say kanji because it's not a kanji, but his symbol for his armor, clan, whatever you want to call it. I don't actually know the name, so I can't tell you, but it's there, and it's really nice. The handle of the blade, you know, both sides. Same thing with this one. It's, you know, a little bit more simple, but hey, simple can be great sometimes. And then they just pop out like so. Like there, nice nice detailing on it for the paint, giving it the look that it's an actual edge to the sword. It's pretty damn neat. I love it. It's pretty cool. Also, if you're ever wondering how these work, those little two dots you see there on each side, those notches plug inside, and that's what's helping it secure and stay inside. So you hear the satisfying click. Let's just bring this over so you guys can hear that. Just that. And they're in there. They are in there. This isn't coming out. Same for this one. There we go. Again, great detail on it. It looks amazing. And he can hold all these weapons without a problem. They also all attach to his armor without a problem. But now we gotta get into the other stuff. Had to do a quick camera adjustment there. Man, he looks really good with the other swords behind him. I like this. What we have here for the other things, let's just open this blister and get this stuff out. Assuming I can do this right. There we go. Sorry for that sound of plastic. Oh my god. So, if you heard any metal in the background, that is for these here. So we have two metal rods here. This one is for the base. This one is for his battle axe. You'll be able to tell through just the bottom of it, and this one is thicker than this one, but they're both metal. I love it. Freaking gate is freaking gate. It's great. With that being said, obviously, you know, if he has a rod for his battle axe, doesn't like a battle axe, right? Well, that's why you get this, to make his battle axe. And this just plugs in right to here, and bam, you are all set to go. And it's actually scaled pretty nice. I mean, it's as tall as him, if not taller. I'm gonna pull the camera out and then show you guys this way. Let me hold this here so we actually pull this back. It's taller than he is, but I guess that just means it's scaled properly. It looks nice, has his kanji on it. I want to say kanji, not kanji. It has his crest on it. There we go. Crest, we'll call it that. It does look good though. Really nice detail. And again, his weapons for this one are all similar to the weapons that the bigger one has. It's fantastic that they pack so much detail and so much for accessories in with the smaller scale of this than the larger scale. You know, the larger scale, obviously the accessories are a bit more grandiose, but hey, he's just as good, and I love it. Cannot forget that, you know, what good would he be at having weapons without hands to hold them in? But we get all of these hands. So we have, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and including the fist he has on right now out of package, 6 sets of hands. You get a 2 included fist, obviously. We have 2 sheath holding hands, 2 sword holding hands. These are 2 hands for the axe, and then we get some, you know, open palm action dynamic hands. You know, because why not? You need them. And they're soft. They're really soft. I thought these was gonna be like hard plastic, but no, these are really soft hands. This is actually really nice. I don't have to really worry about breaking things too much. At the same time, you know, it can be prone to warping if it's left out to any exposed heat, so be careful with that. If you know, keep your stuff somewhere that can possibly be hit by sunlight, because that will bother it, especially if it's a glass case. That's even worse. But they're all pegged on to this rod, which is nice. As you can see, has the slots there. It's gonna be for all of them. And this has a little clip here, and this is gonna go this way. So when you attach it to his base, which will be on this rod, just like that, and everything will be held in place, which is really freaking cool. Speaking of base, let's move that out the way. He comes, just like his larger counterpart, with his own base. Has his name there, has a, a simple tech design to it, it looks good. Pretty straightforward. The rod goes here, he goes here, everything works out, and that's what the magnets in his feet are for. So when he's on the base, he's on the base. It is magnetic and it's nice. It holds pretty well, so he's not going anywhere. And then you secure your rod here, and that plugs in the back. It can hold the rest of the weapons. There's shaky camera one more time for you guys. Everything will be displayed with him. This is really nice. And he'll stand on his base securely without issue. I mean, if you can hold it up, if I hold it down, we got it. But if I let go, oh. So adding the weapons makes it slightly heavy for it to pick up, but it can still pick it up. The magnets are strong for this. He also comes with 2 other accessories for the base. And then we have 1 more accessory for himself. The 2 accessories that we have for the base are this here, which is his nameplate. Really nicely done. Has a magnet on it to attach down at the bottom here like so. So we're just gonna put this here. We'll turn that downward so you guys can see. And yeah, so it just has his name right here saying Takeda Shingen. Move that down more. It's pretty nice, if I do say so myself. Let's zoom back out and get us back to normal. Or not. There we go. And then he comes with this piece here, and this piece is to attach to the base and to his crotch. So the rod for the base will go here, as you can see, that hole there, and then this will just plug up, and then you can get your aerodynamic poses that you might want. It's a simple way to do it too. It just plugs straight down in here, and then just plugs up into him. You do have this clip here. You loosen this, and it'll give you the space you need to get this over the pole, and then you just tighten it, and it'll hold it in place. And the hold is pretty secure, especially considering this figure is metal. A little scary. You have this peg here. You take this out. Let me see, is it this way or this way? I forget which way it is for this peg to come out. But you take this out, and this allows you to move the hinge for however you want it to sit, how far forward or how far back, and then you push it back the other way, and it'll lock it back in place. The only thing that scares me about this is that this is all plastic. At some point, this can become brittle and break from the weight. That worries me. I'll probably get a bendable wire rod for these, like the hot toy stands, and use something like that for him. But for the time being, for what he comes with, this is great. And again, this just plugs directly into the crotch area here. So let's see if that clears up. Let's do this real quick. So that hole there, this here goes here, and then we just plug this in like so. Boom. And then he'll be able to go on the base, and you'll be all set to go. And this is a secure connection. Wiggle this out of place so I can get this down. Or not. Now I can't have it back. There we go. Alright. So, with that being said, those are all of his accessories that he comes with. This guy is freaking fantastic. And we have one more other thing for this guy. Before we get into that, I would like to show you a little cool thing for him. So, I said like his bigger counterpart, his eyes do glow, and this is true. His eyes do glow. He doesn't have a button like his bigger counterpart. His bigger counterpart, the green jewel here, you press in, the eyes will come on for the head, and you're all set. But for this one, what you're going to do, let me turn these lights down and just leave the overhead on. What you're going to do is you're going to take his display stand base, and you're just gonna wave it over his head. Those will ignite his eyes. It is turned on via magnet, and I think that's pretty badass, but that glows really nice. Let's see if this still picks up even with the lights on. I was worried that it wouldn't. Seemed like it still does, which is pretty fucking cool. Okay, well, we'll show that with it on, but before we do that, let's turn it back off again. And then I'm gonna show you the other pattern, because you have stage 1, which is this one, stage 2, which is the breathing pattern, and then stage 3 is, you know, just back to off. So stage 2, you just wave it in front of it again, and it'll slowly dim out and then cut back on. So it'll go off like that, and then it'll pulse back in. Now for the camera, like it just flashed back on, but it's slowly dimming out and then turning back on. Hopefully it's coming up on camera better than what it's looking like. On my end on camera, it's not coming up, but in person, it's working. But that is definitely his eyes are definitely cutting on. And it's pretty neat. I think that's cool. I'm gonna turn these off. Okay. So that's actually really nice that they included that and they have it cut on via magnet. The last things we have to show are, you know, a little bit of goodies. So Takeda does come with these here. These are for his back and for his side skirts to attach his swords to him. Either, you know, one on one or one on the back, one on the side, and then you have the double, you know, classic samurai thing, short and long. Either side works. They hold the swords without an issue. I'll just put one in for right now. And it's gonna be a really secure hold. It's really nice. I love it. Pretty. I would say it's pretty standard with something that comes with swords, but it's not pretty standard actually when you think about it. A lot of companies don't often include something that cool with it. So yeah, that's pretty neat. He also did come with this envelope, you know, MoshoToys on it, and this envelope is just his instructions. That's all. That's all this is. So I'm gonna take this out, assuming I can get this out. There we go. Nice badass pose on the front real quick. You guys can see that. It's really nice. And, you know, just flip through it. Shows you off the articulation, how things move and of that nature. You know, and some warnings probably telling you, you know, don't fuck it up or stuff like that. It can move independently, things of that nature, showing you how to attach the hands, showing you how the base works, all that good stuff. Pretty promotional shot in the back. Overall, really nice. The only other thing that's inside of this envelope is a warranty information, which is this here, and then the stuff on the back, you know, all the good stuff. But nothing else extremely special like the big one. The big one came with that, but also came with cards and a small comic thing. It was pretty neat. The last thing that this comes with, depending on where you get it from, it should come with it regardless, but, you know, depending on where you get it from, will be, where the hell did I put it? Oh, will be this mystery box. So the big one came with this too. The normal one, the noble class, also came with a mystery box. What you can get out of the mystery box is a random amount of things. It could be a hairpiece, weapons, helmet, anything like that. So for this one, for the Illustrious class, he is also in the same situation. It could be I believe one of 4 different blades. And then there can also be a voucher, which I think is really cool. But there's vouchers that are redeemable for the other color variations for him, which is a metallic black and then a titanium silver. And the black and gold looks nice. The silver looks really nice. Now the crazy part about it, I don't know how well this works. I could be wrong about this, but the crazy part about it is each Takeda Shingen comes with this mystery box. You could, for some unforeseeable reason and insane amount of luck, buy this guy, get this box, open it, have a voucher for a free one, get that one, open that box, and now I can have a voucher for another one. And you see where I'm going with this. It can just keep going. There could be a redemption clause with that of how many you can get, but realistically speaking, that could be a thing that happens, and that's fucking crazy. You can buy one of him and end up getting 3 or more. Those the redemption vouchers are the highest thing you can get out of this. The swords, I believe, are the lowest because they're just recolors. You know, it'll take either the short or the long one and give you a gold blade or a green blade, a red blade. And it's nothing bad, you know, it's an extra weapon, which is cool. So instead of having just 2 swords, you end up having 3 swords. But the other option it can give you actually happens to be the option I got. And I'm very happy with that because I wanted this option. If I didn't get a voucher, I was hoping I would get this option. And I did. And obviously I already opened it. But I ended up getting the Oyohori, or Oyohori, oh god, I cannot pronounce this for the life of me. The Oyohori head. And this thing looks fucking badass. Do you guys see this? Do you guys see this? And this was actually a hair color for the noble class. And now that I think about it, this was a hair color that was a mystery thing. But this is fucking badass. Look at that. It looks great. And his crest is on the side of his helm. This completes the mecha look. He comes on this thing here, this neck piece here. Obviously, all you have to do is pop this off and pop it on, which we're going to do because this thing looks incredibly badass to me. So we're gonna pop this off of here, like so. And then we're gonna take Takeda's normal head off. Now see, this one's hard to take off because I'm worried about stabbing myself, because pointy death. And then we're gonna pop on the Oyohori head. And boom, just like that, we have an entirely different figure. Just by changing the head sculpt. And the best thing about this head sculpt, aside from how badass it looks, because come on, it's pretty badass. His eyes light up just as well. Same pattern. So you'll have the normal standard. You'll have the breathing, so it'll, you know, pulsate between being on and then cutting off and then coming back on, like so. It should come back on 3, 2, there we go. And then, you know, off. I'm gonna leave that on for now though, because that looks incredible. But yeah, that's awesome. And for this, it's a specific battery that you need for both heads, so you'll need 4 of these. I got these off of Amazon years ago, but if you look up this brand, these numbers, you'll be able to get the batteries that go inside of this, and you can plug these into the head and it'll work no problem and you'll be all set. And my light just cut off for some reason. Okay, that's weird. I don't know why that cut off, but okay. That's the thing. With it being said, this has gone on for long enough. I am going to get you guys your size comparison real quick, and we'll just call it a day. Assuming my light lets me. What in the hell is going on with this light today? This is odd. Is this dying on me? What the hell? I guess so. That sucks. That this just died mid-review. Okay. So that's a thing that just happened. Again, give me 1 second. Okay, we're back and we seem like it's fine now. I have no idea what the hell just happened, but yeah, my light apparently decided to die on me. That was odd. Anyway, let's get him off the base. Get him here. Move this stuff out the way and get to our size comparison. So, as usual, we have our normal suspects. Let's move this out so we can see them completely next to this. We have our modular suit Iron Man from Marvel Legends. We have our Lightning Collection Lord Zed Super Putty. And these guys are roughly, you know, 5 and 6 inches tall, or 5.5 and 6 inches, whatever. You guys know what I mean. So you can see his height. He's clearly at about 7 to 8 inches tall. He has some height over these guys. Gonna move these out the way. We're going to bring out SH Figure Arts Final Form Cooler, who has not been up anywhere for a while, and the OG Fake Boy himself, SH Figure Arts Broly. And he's about the damn near the same height as Broly. Fucking crazy. Yeah. With that being said, we're gonna move these two out of the way and continue the last one. And then I'll give you guys a separate video at another point to show off the differences. But here is the noble class counterpart of Takeda, in case you guys missed this the first time he was ever reviewed. Here they are together. And as you can see from ground up, the noble class is a bit taller than it. Detailing is different, and you know, just something simple before getting to a full thing. That's what I mean by like the shoulder's different. It folds here at the plates and moves out, and the Illustrious class right here does not do that. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I am sorry it's been like so long and kind of long-winded. We had all these random things happening in it, but hey, it's a process of reviewing, right? I hope to catch you guys in the next video, and you all take it easy. God, everything that could go wrong was going wrong in this video. Luckily, I didn't break anything, right? Thankfully.